Welcome to DJ TV.
My people, we greet you now. Una see who dey screen so. This one na the national secretary for APC. My people, not be small thing this man talk for channels TV o. Where Shehu Hassan say this case wey dey for tribunal so of Babati say how im see am based on say im na one of the lawyers for the matter. You know wetin dis man talk? Dis man talk say as far as e dey concerned say dat matter, dat case wey dey for tribunal, say na hopeless petitions na im dey against Tinubu for tribunal. And if you see the way the man take dey answer, e be like say e dey quarrel, as in quarrel, dey vex, pepper body. Shehu sef come see Hassan about every file wey reject ministerial appointment, go say whether dat one no go affect the party and all those things. Una see as dis man take answer Shehu for dat question. The man dey provoke, no be small. Anyway, my people, I go play una the video na una watch, una hear wetin dis man dey talk, or wetin he talk for dis interview so we do with Shehu for channels. Make una watch.
In the instance, on the circumstance that Malam Nasir El-Rufai is no longer interested, what implication does that have for your party?
I don't want to engage in hypothetical question.
This is not a hypothesis.
It's hypothesis.
You know the reason? Let me put the question.
I'm a legal practitioner.
Just a moment. Let me put the question. And you do not have the information, and I'm putting the information to you tonight.
I cannot. Then so your information.
Senator, if you allow me to land on my question, if you allow me to land on my question, I have, as a journalist, an information that Malam Nasir El-Rufai says he's no longer interested in that nomination. And I'm asking you, as a party leader, where does that leave your party?
I say until I hear from the man in question, I don't believe what you have said. And I have the right to believe and not to believe what you have said. So as far as I'm concerned, the question of the purported, and I use the word purported adversely, withdrawal of Malam Nasir is still in the realms of speculation. And as a trained legal practitioner, I cannot act on outright speculation, which is not grounded in concrete evidence. What you are saying is, in law, they call it hearsay evidence, because it's not come directly from the person that is affected. It's not an admissible evidence in the law court.
Senator, you look at the quality of the persons that are being appointed, and I guess you're getting reactions from an average Nigerians or Nigerians in general on the expectation, especially because of the pedigree and the history of Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he was governor, and someone would say has a knack of getting quality persons into government, and he has had that when he was governor, and the kind of people that he has around him. For those who are not pleased with the quality and the capacity, what do you say to them?
You see, democracy is about heterogeneity of ideas. Everybody have the benefits and the privilege to make criticism. But the question is this: the person that will take decision have certain facts that some other people who don't even have facts. So you cannot expect 48 people to be appointed from a pool of 180 million people and everybody to agree that all of them have been okay, or that even those 48 are okay. So people are bound to make criticism, either genuine or some born out of lack of information, some out of outright mischief. It is part of heterogeneity of democracies. But as far as I'm concerned, if you want to make criticism of those appointees, you pick them one by one and say why should they not be there, and why were they appointed? And the only person that can ask that is the president, and of course the National Assembly that has done the confirmation. For instance, will you say
I don't agree? And the reason is the president is holding that office in trust for the people of Nigeria. Any action of the president, either even in appointment or even indeed, is doing it for as though Nigerians are doing it. The 200 million Nigerians cannot sit in that chair, and he's doing it in trust. So anything that he does, or any of the ministers, or even the senators does that, they are doing it at the expectations. And I'm not sure that Nigerians are wrong for having high expectations of the kind of persons or the capacity with the enormous blessings that God has given to people of Nigeria, and they're expecting that those who, even there are 50 of them or 60, they must be the best persons that you find in each of the states. And if they say They are disappointed in some of the crop of people that are in that cabinet. Don't they have the right as
See,
people
I'm
of
not
this
saying that's
country?
why I agree with you. There's heterogeneity of ideas, but the question is that by what parameter will you determine whether those ideas are not even that of
In
minority?
your view, do you think that this is the best cabinet Nigeria could get?
That's the best. That's the best.
Nigeria can get.
That's the best.
In every
That's
sector?
the best. Let me explain certain thing to you with respect, Eshion. You see, we have 200 million Nigerians, but only one person is vested with the executive powers by our constitution, whether out of wisdom or out of foolery. I wouldn't say that. But what I would say is that you cannot have 100 million or 200 million people taking decision. By voting for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we have given him the mandate to act for and on behalf of 200 million Nigerians. And that mandate is a trust, just to have said.
Let's close this now in 30 seconds, if you may be able to respond this quickly to this question. I know you have taken part, like you said, in a lot of election processes for your party. The election tribunal is set to give its judgment. There are those who are saying that your party is already planning to engage in a rerun election. Is that the case?
With respect, I'm not supposed to make comments on a matter that is sub judice, but since you have asked me, for my knowledge of electoral law in Nigeria, and for having read, the petitions and also being part of the proceedings, I would say that all the petitions against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu election, they are hopeless, and nobody needs to even waste time in dismissing him.
The 5 judges of the Court of Appeal who are sitting on will determine.
Of course, but I'm just you ask me. If you don't ask me, I won't make any comment.
Yes,
they're hopeless petitions. Terribly hopeless.
Yeah, interesting that you're a lawyer, and perhaps you're speaking of your fellow lawyers in this manner. But thank you so much, Senator, for speaking on the program.
Hey, my people. Hey. Una hear wetin this man talk? Talk say the matter wey dey for tribunal petition say e dey hopeless. Anyway, my people, the update wey carry come for like this. So how una reason una see am? Make una drop una comment too, and make una no forget to like and share. DJ AP.